Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to set and use the book direct message extension so you can improve the approach with your followers and unfollowers. Before we begin, a reminder that I already have said on the previous video. You cannot delete the extension folder, otherwise you'll not be able to use the extension. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the direct extension icon, and then my Instagram account and the extension page are going to open. You have to be logged in your Instagram account so the extension opens. This is the extension page and it has 5 dashboards. The first one refers to how many messages are on hold to be sent. The second refers to how many messages have been sent on the day. There is this limit of 2,000, but it is not the maximum of messages you can send daily. It is possible to change it on the DM settings after you hit 2,000 sends. It is unlikely that you are going to send more than 2,000 messages, but this is only a safety margin. Okay, the third dashboard refers to how many messages of the latest book sent were sent. For example, if you book a direct messages to 50 leads, the same number will appear on this third dashboard. But if you book a DM to 100 leads later, that is the number that will appear on this dashboard from the moment on. Related to the latest round of messages you have sent are the fourth dashboard that refers to how many of those messages were seen, and the fifth that refers to how many of those messages were replied. Bringing again the example of booking a direct message to 50 leads, on the fourth dashboard will appear how many of these 50 leads have seen the message, and on the fifth dashboard will appear how many of them have replied to the message. Before showing you how the extension really works, I would like to give you some advice related to the book of direct messages. Do not send a lot of messages to leads that have nothing to do with your target audience, because by receiving your message, the users that do not belong to your target audience may feel disturbed and report your message as a spam. So I understand that it's very exciting to send messages to a lot of leads at one time, as well as the possibility of reaching them, but it is very important that you implement an assertive marketing strategy. Another very important thing. According to the Instagram terms, you cannot send messages to more than 8 direct messages per day to users that do not follow you. As you know, Instagram is unpredictable, so this number may vary to 20 up to 80 direct messages per day to users that do not follow you. What I advise you to do is separate them in groups. If you want to send a message to 80 users that do not follow you, start sending a message to 20 users of these 80. Then wait a couple of hours and send the same message with a different text to another 20 users, and so on until you reach the total of 80. Now that the advice is given, let's start. Before sending the direct message, I have to choose the users that will be in the group I'm creating. There are 2 ways of doing that. By putting the username of the leads. Well, do I have to put all the usernames I want to send a message to? Of course. Otherwise, how is the extension going to know the destination of the message? But that is very tiring to do. I know. That's why we also have a profile extractor extension. This extension allows you to extract data from the followers of any Instagram profile, hashtag or location you want, as well as extract data from the profiles that the Instagram profile you chose is following. Now the whole process is easier, right? I'm going to put a few usernames here. And down here are the usernames of my latest followers. If I want to send a message for them, I just have to copy them and paste right here. The system recognizes each username by separating them with a blank space or by putting one username per line. In this example, I'm putting only a few usernames. Now I'm naming this group and I'm going to save it. That's it, the group is ready. Before proceeding, you also have the option to send a direct message to your existing chats. For example, I can put 100 on import limit and the system will send a message to the latest 100 contacts that I've been chatting with. So I will click on this paper airplane icon to set the message I want to send. First, I'm choosing the group I want to send the message to. Then I'm selecting if I want to send a text or a media. So through the media option, it is possible to send posts. In this example, I'm going to send a text because that is what most people use this extension to. The message I'm sending is a simple hello and username. In the instructions below, there is insert username or full name. What does that mean? If I write username on the message, it will be sent hello with the username at socialhub.pro, for example. Or if I write full name on the message, it will be sent as hello social hub. So in this message, I'm going to write hello username. I'm going to click on send. Let's take a look at the dashboards. Here are the number of messages that are still on queue. Now the next message is being sent. Okay, now all the messages were sent, as you can see. I'm showing you my directs so you can see that the messages were really sent. Look, here it is. Look, here it is. Now I'm creating another group, this time using the existing chats I have on my account. Here are all the last 30 existing chats I have. As I showed you before, I just need to choose the group, the message type, and the message content. Let's talk about the DM settings. I like to leave them as the preset configuration, but if you would like to change them, it is possible, but I don't advise you to. Because all the presets at the DM settings have been configured according to what really works. Last but not least, at the end of the page are some comments about the messages you have sent. The content of the yellow comment may appear if you're trying to send a message to someone who have changed his or her username. The content of the red comment may appear if you send a lot of messages to a user that have changed his or her username, or if you send a lot of messages to users that do not follow you, and so your message is sent to the General tab. And the content of the last comment advise you that it is possible to apply a filter that will not allow the system to send more messages to usernames that haven't seen your message or have seen but haven't replied. So, as you can see, it is a lot of information, but it's very simple to use the direct message extension. And watch this video as many times as you need, and my last advice to you is always reply to your chats. Show Instagram that you are interacting. It helps you a lot to have success while using the extension. Thank you for watching, and always remember that we are here for anything you need. Just contact us and it will be our pleasure to talk to you. Goodbye.